Hey, happy Wednesday, everybody, and welcome to this edition of Tequila Talk with the Hombre. It's hump day! Oh, gosh. Busy day today, you guys. Busy day. Lots of stuff going on here in Hombreville. In the Hombre Cave. So, where to start? Let me see. Well, first of all, let's say hello to all my amigos here that are popping in and saying hello. Naveen. Oh, hola, amigo. Bienvenido. Welcome. Glad you can make it. I finally got your Carrera Taona Blanco review done that you asked for. So sorry it took so long. I got a backlog of reviews that I'm going to be cranking out here over the next couple weeks, so make sure you guys subscribe and look for those reviews. Good stuff coming up. And hey, if you're new to the channel, whatever, we do require that if you're coming here to listen on this Tequila Talk podcast, that you click the little thumbs up button there, because then it'll enhance your listening experience and allow for you to hear some of the secrets that I'm going to be talking about. If you don't click the thumbs up icon there in the corner there and give me a like, you will not be able to hear the secrets, because it's all activated by the little thumbs up knob. So make sure you click on that and give me a like. It doesn't cost you anything, free of charge. Hey, Cray, bienvenido, welcome. Glad you can make it. All my tequila amigos are showing up, which is nice. So let's talk about some things that are going on in the world of tequila. First of all, for those of you that messaged me and emailed me and stuff in regards to the Carrera Joven, I apologize for it, still ran out of stock, but there's still stock available. It should be going back into stock today. They're expecting more cases to arrive today from the distributor. When they allocated it, we didn't take the whole shipment at once. Instead, the distributor's holding on to them, and we're ordering them, a certain amount of cases at a time. So it was selling a lot faster than originally thought. People were buying it up and loving it. And so we had to order some more cases. So this should be in today. So if you haven't already and you were interested in getting that, make sure you head on over to Ferment and Still, and then click on the product page. And then you can put your email address in to be notified when it's back in stock. And as soon as it's back in stock, you'll get an automatic email letting you know that it's back in stock. All right. So the Barrica series from Amade Jaguar, however you want to say it. I've been corrected by 6 different people and 6 different ways to say it right, which they don't know what the hell they're talking about anyway. So I never listen to them. I'm a gringo. English is my primary language. Spanish is my second language. You don't like the way I pronounce stuff? Sorry, deal with it. I've been working on my Spanish for a long time. I speak it quite well when I do speak it, so I'm not worried about what people think about my pronunciation. You don't like it? I think the nice way to say it is tough. There you go. All right, so what else? I showed you guys a hack on a short that I did on the channel. And I wanted to show you where it's at right now. So this was the hack. This is the, this is the aging project I'm doing, where I'm using peach wood with the Ama de Jaguar high proof Blanco, the Nocturna. Now look at this. So this has only been a couple days, but you can see how the color's changing on it already. So it's doing pretty good so far. So that's 101 proof. So this is a 1 liter jar that I'm using. So part of the stave is sticking out of the juice, and I could top it off to a full liter. If I had some more Alma de Jaguar, like regular Blanco, I'd probably put that in there. But you can look, it's already changing colors. It's looking good. I'm going to let that sit for probably 3 or 4 weeks. I'm probably going to let it go. And then I'll taste it there. And it should be like similar flavor profile to what typically would be like a good añejo at that point. So I'm looking forward to trying that. And so this is an alternative to, instead of spending $100 and something, $130, $140 on one of these añejos, or trying to track down that pearwood one that they have that everyone's going crazy about. I talked to Beyond Barrel, and they're getting some pearwood in, some Japanese pearwood. So if you're interested in getting in on that, make sure you head on over to bbaging.com and message them and tell them that you want to be notified when the pearwood gets in, and then you can actually make your own. You just have to buy the Alma de Jaguar Blanco, the Nocturna Blanco, the high proof Blanco, and drop the staves in that, and you can make your own and cater it towards your flavor profile. But the nice thing is, doing it this way, they have cherry, they have American oak, French oak, they'll have peach up there, which he just said he got peach in, and pear. And so there's multiple different woods you can use. This here is one that I've been aging. This is Tapatio 110 Blanco that I took a liter bottle and filled up the liter jar with it. And then I dropped in, this is a medium toast French oak that is been sitting in here for 2 years. This is 2 years. I just forgot about it. I just kind of let it go. But look at the color and stuff on that. I haven't smelled it in a while, but let me see where it's at. I'm sure it's going to smell amazing. This has been closed for 2 years. Oh my God, you guys, this smells so good. So I'm going to have to do like a live tasting of this here on one of the upcoming things. So I'm probably going to pull this stave out after 2 years sitting in here. It smells absolutely amazing. So my mouth is watering. I'm getting kind of excited about that. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the stave out of that one. And then do I still have that empty Tapatio? $110 bottle. I may have to find a liter bottle to put it in. But I'll do that. So one cool way, and these are cool gifts too. So you have somebody that you want to get a gift for, you want somebody to kind of get you a cool gift, you can refer them to BB Aging, tell them to get you some of those staves, and you can do your own Blanco aging projects at home and age them into repos and añejos, extra añejos, and whatever flavor you want with the wood. I know there's a bunch of guys that on the Discord group, my Tequila Hombre and Agave Collective members and stuff, that have been doing aging projects and loving it. And they've sent me some of their aging projects. And one of these days I'm going to do a live tasting of them, because I still haven't tasted them. But I will do a live tasting of their aging projects, and we'll do some more aging stuff. You would love a sample of that. Okay, I tell you what, I may send samples out to people. If you guys comment on my hack video saying you'd love to taste the extra aged one, and like and share the video with somebody and tag somebody on it, I may select a few people to send sample bottles out to let you guys try it. Just need to confirm that you're over 21 years of age. So why don't we do that? So comment on the reel on YouTube, the short, that you'd like a taste, and tag a friend, and then like the video, and I may select a person that does that and send them a sample so they can try it. But it's easy to do. You can do this yourself at home with whatever Blanco and stuff you want. You can use I prefer using high proof with them. Great, you want a sample too? Okay, well, let's do that with the short. That way you guys are helping me out by generating more traffic to that. But I'm going to be doing another aging project where I'm going to do a Rosa. So make sure you look for that. I'll do the videos. I want to do a Rosa with some of the wine that I have that I made. So I've got some staves that are aging right now in wine that I'm aging out in my winery in my garage. I do home winemaking, for those of you that don't know, don't follow me that often. I'm an award-winning winemaker as well. So I know, I learned about tequila production stuff through making wine because they're practically identical except for the distillation part. So I will, I'm going to be offering those staves up to members of the Discord group so they can make their own roastas and stuff. So make sure you guys look for the posts on the Discord about having those staves available. It's probably going to be 3 or 4 months before they'll be ready because they need to soak in the wine to age my wine for about 3 or 4, maybe 6 months total. So they'll have a good soaking in the wood. So it should add good flavor to the tequila when you do it. So look for those. That should be fun. What else? The Partita barrel should be arriving any day. We're expecting that here any day, and that's the Berica 35. This one, which is an amazing cask strength añejo from Partita barrel, single barrel. So I picked it cask strength. It's beautiful. It was amazing when I picked it. So I'm looking forward to that, and looking forward to the guys being able to get that. We've been waiting on it for a while. Matter of fact, I got to see if I got email in. All right. All right. So, that's it. You guys have questions or anything you want to talking about? We could talk about all different kinds of things. Why don't we talk about what's your favorite tequila to drink during the holiday season? What's your favorite tequila for the holiday season? So for me, I tend to go more extra añejo and stuff in the holiday season, and more añejos, more the richer barrel influences. So let's talk some of my favorite extra añejos right now. Ones that I really enjoy. We'll pull some out and let's talk about that, okay? So one of them I really enjoy. And I'm pretty sure I have a bottle right down here that I could pull out. Let's talk about some of these extra añejos that I enjoy drinking. Here it is. So today we're going to talk about extra añejos. So 123 Organic Diablito. This is a staple in my collection. I've got this bottle, which I've been drinking. I've got the Rojo, which is the one that was aged in Napa Cabernet barrels. That one's over here too. Where is it? Oh, come on. I know you're here. I think it's still down here. Ah, here it is. Right in front of my face. So this is the Diablito Rojo. So this one is fantastic. It's a little higher price point because there's only 1,500 bottles made, I believe. Something like that. I think it was only... Well, let me see. Let me look. I think it was... I was just asking... Somebody asked me about that. I was just asking David Ravandi about that. Let me see what he's... Go back and remember what he said. I just bothered him because somebody wanted to know what was going on with him, and I just talked to him. Mm-hmm. Let me see. Yeah, there's only 2,000. So 2,000 bottles. Only 2,000 bottles of the Diablito Rojo made. And it's been out for a couple years now, but it's at a higher price point. It's like, I think $500. But it's really good. Super special. I've got 2 extra bottles up there that I have. It was so good when I tasted it. I bought 2 more. So, this one's really good, but it's pricey. It's, $500. Really good. So the Diablito Rojo, the regular Diablito. These are all really good extrañejos. Some other ones that I enjoy. If you want to talk about the pricier ones, let's talk about some of the super expensive ones. This one here. This is the El Tequileño Extrañejo that came out. It's $800 a bottle. You'd be hard pressed to find them anymore unless there's some place that has them jacked for a high jacked up price. This is delicious. I love this one. This one's really good. I don't drink it that often because it's $800. So I only pull it out for special occasions and to share with special people that come over. So there's that. Then there is also then there's also the Raysol. Now this is the 10-year age 20th anniversary Barrel 45, which this is only available at Ferment and Still and is absolutely delicious. I bought 4 bottles of this. So this is my second bottle that I'm working on. So I need to probably order a couple more before it sells out. But this is absolutely delicious. This is special stuff for $299. Not too bad for a really good high quality Extrañejo. This is 10 years age. So really special. It's one of the best barrel selects of theirs that I've tried of the Raysol. And we've done 3 of them so far. So this by far, I think, is the best barrel we've had. So I'll put that one back and we'll grab some more. This is Tapatio Excelencia, which is a little harder to find now. That pops up every once in a while. This is a really nice Extrañejo sipper that I enjoy. Was able to get a couple of bottles for $139 a bottle, which is a really good price for this. So if you keep an eye out for it, you can score some bottles with some good pricing on it. When I see good pricing on this, I will post it to the Discord, guys. So those of you in the Discord group, when I come across more really good pricing on the Tapatio Excelencia, I will post a link so you guys can order it on off of the Discord group. Pulling some older stuff that really primarily isn't available anymore. We've got the Galindo V. This is a really good Extrañejo. And you can pick this up for like around $140. You may be able to search and find some places still online, but if you might be able to find it dusty in a store somewhere. This was a hidden treasure I found, and a lot of people know about it, and they went out and started buying it up at all the stores. Really good extra neo. I still have probably 6 or 7 bottles of this left. I stocked up on it when I heard that they weren't producing it anymore. Oh. This one's really good. I still enjoy this one. I bought 2 cases of it. And there's still some left. I really love sipping on this one. The Santa Leza 9-year Las Reservas Extra Añejo. This one's phenomenal. For $121 a bottle, you can't beat this one. Really good. Really, really good sipper. I love sipping on this with a good stogie. Especially if I'm going to be enjoying like an expensive Davidoff or something like that. This is excellent complimentary extra añejo for that. Excellent. So let me see. I'm retiring on the 31st. And I popped open a Fortaleza Repo and a Blanco. Okay. For me, I'm not that super thrilled about Fortaleza, so I'm glad you are. For me, that's just a normal, average, maybe a little above average tequila for me. There's others I would rather drink. My Carrera Joven came in Tuesday. I'm going to try it this weekend. I'm just glad I bought them before they were out. I put myself on the list to be notified whenever the stock gets back renewed. Okay, sweet. Awesome. Well, I'm glad you're able to get some coming to you. When you try it, I'd love to hear what you think. I mean, so far, all the comments I've gotten from it is really good. So everyone really loves it. So, hey, Inoka Cruz. Had you a chance to try the Cascaween 55? I have not tried the Cascaween 5525 yet. No. Is that even imported into the US? I think it's a Mexico only thing, isn't it? I don't know. But no, if they send me a bottle, I definitely will do a review and try it and let you guys know about it. But I haven't tried it yet. So today we're talking a little bit about holiday season extra añejos, ones that I enjoy drinking. There's all kinds of really good extra añejos out here. So let's explore some of the other extra añejos we have. If you're looking more for a bargain stuff, these are phenomenal. The San Matias Gran Reserva Barrel 1 and Barrel 2 on ferment and still. These were hand selected by me, and they're, because of my relationship with San Matias, they're kind of special barrels. They're not their typical San Matias Gran Reserva barrels. So when you try them, you'll recognize that they're really good. Really good. So for $56.99 or whatever it is, I think it's $59.99, something like that they are in ferment and still. These are fantastic buy right now. Barrel 1 and Barrel 2 are both really, really good. So these are good. I'm going to pull another one in here. Ah, that's what it is. El Tesoro Paradiso. This is a fantastic extra añejo. I love this one. I've got 4 bottles up there on top still, and then this one that I'm going to be probably popping this weekend and drinking when I watch the Dallas Cowboys play the Minnesota Vikings. So this is a really nice extra añejo as well. I just saw something I was going to talk about. All right, we got some comments here. Let me see. Drinking San Matias Barrel 1 right now. Yay! It's really good. Isn't it? It's really good. For $56 or whatever it is, it's a steal at that price. It really is. You can buy that for somebody, give it to them as a gift, and don't tell them how much you spent for it, and they will think you spent good amount of money on it. It's really good. This says, what does it say? Also recently bought the Fonseca Blanco 200 and Rey Sol to pop open on Christmas. Very nice. Yeah, the Fonseca Blanco 2018 is kind of a different Blanco. It's more mineral and stuff, so it's kind of an interesting deal, but it's good. And the Rey Sol, the single barrel is amazing. It's absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. You'd be hard pressed to find a better one somewhere else. I got so much Diablito around, I didn't realize I had another one open. I guess I should finish off one of these Diablitos this weekend. And if you like a good cigar, the Diablito pairs really well with Cuban cigars. So let me see. There's other extrañejos. We're talking about extrañejos. That's an añejo. All right, here's a couple more extrañejos from the closet of mystery. So this is a Suerte Crown, the original Suerte Crown from a while ago. This is probably 7 years old, 7, 8 years old, like right around there when Suerte first came out with the Crown. And this was really good. I didn't try the new Crown edition yet, but I haven't seen them if they're doing that anymore. I haven't seen them out for a while. This is also one, I've got several bottles of this, but this is the first extrañejo single barrel that we got for the collective from Cascanes, from the old distillery, from the original, from 1599, I think it is. Yeah, 1599. So this is really good stuff too. Their new stuff, I just got a bottle of the new extrañejo I'll be reviewing, and I got a bottle of the Joven that I'll be reviewing as well, so look for those reviews to be coming up soon. Other extrañejos that are really good, you should check out the Carrera extrañejo. Really good deal on that one. That's really good. El Tesoro extrañejo. I love drinking that one as well. Tasty, really good, really nice extrañejo. Reasonably priced as well. We were the first to get the Santo Fino single barrel extrañejo. That was the one that got stolen on a truck. But it got recuperated, so we were able to get it back. But that's all completely sold out. What else do we got? I really like the Don Abraham extrañejo too. Really reasonably priced. Good quality extrañejo as well. The Viva Mexico 5-year extrañejo is tasty. I love that one as well. Some of the George Strait Código Extra Añejos are really good. I got an 8-year Fuente Seca as well. Really good stuff. So there's some really good Extra Añejos out there for this time of year for me for the season. Even if you want something that drinks more like an Extra Añejo but isn't, you can look at the Reposado Rare from El Tequileño. Now, one of the things that people don't know about this, and if you look, you might be able to find a treasure bottle of this. If you look at the neck of the bottle, in the old days, they were all signed by Tony Saez's dad, hand signed. But they were cranking out so many of them that he just got tired and couldn't sign them anymore, so they had him start printing them on the label. So if you have it in one of the older bottles, you can actually look to see if it was actually hand signed, and you can tell if he hand signed it. I have a couple of ones that were actually hand signed by his dad that I have in my collection, so that's kind of cool. What else? So there's Don Pilar Extra Añejos, another solid Extra Añejo that you can look for. That's really good. I think this is one that might be hand signed. Let me look. Oh, that's the Añejo. Never mind. That's the Añejo. Oh. Oh, this one's really good. This is one I found a few years ago. It was dusty in a distributor warehouse. It was like $74 or something like that. The Mahia Estrana Extra Añejo. This is really good and a really good bargain Extra Añejo. Really, really nice sipper. Really enjoyable with a good stogie too. So those of you that have been with me, follow me for a while, remember the Mahia Estrana Extra Añejo. So there's quite a good amount of Extra Añejos out for the season now. And then, of course, this is going to be a beast of an Extra Añejo style tequila. I want to pull the stave out of that. But you can age your own. It's one thing that's really cool. So, what's the other Extra Añejos? You got the Old Pasote 1579 Extra Añejo. El Tesoro 85th anniversary. I got a few of those bottles up there too. Those are really good sippers. A lot of good, really good sippers out there. So those are my Extra Añejo selections for this season. So any questions you guys want to ask about any of this stuff? Everyone's being like really quiet right now. I'm used to getting more interaction from you guys. It's just a quiet Wednesday. Everyone's just feeling not talkative today? All right, let me see. Next Wednesday, I will have John Bollinger with me live here to talk about Yayo Tequila and talk about the Agave Vice as well as the Luna and Sol, which I will get the review done for those Luna and Sol Yayo editions. And he's going to talk about some of the future stuff they're going to be working on. We'll be talking about the brand in general. So it'll be a nice discussion, and you guys can be here asking questions and stuff from him as well. What else do we got going on? I'm going to keep doing more of my shopping ideas for holiday gift tequila tips. Lots of good tequila out there that I can recommend for the holidays. And you guys know I just did the review for the Carrera Tahona edition. I'll let you in on a secret. But you got to promise not to tell anybody, okay? Just between us. I just got a text message from Mauricio Camarena, the guy that makes Carrera Tahona. And he wants me to be involved with the high proof Tahona, to work with him on creating the profile for it. So they're going to be sending me some samples to try at 45, and then we'll talk to them about whether it needs to be changed or whether it's good, and I'll help them with coming out with the high proof Carrera Tahona Blanco version. So, and if you know, when we came out with the still strength Blanco, the Carrera regular still strength is really good. So we'll work on creating something better, hopefully, with the Tahona. So we'll keep you posted on that, and then we'll try to get it so we can release it for everybody on Ferment and Still, so you guys can get it there if you want. But it'll probably be readily available everywhere, though. Is the Yayo Miami Vice a must try? If you like different stuff, something with a different kind of taste to it, then yeah. If you aren't into stuff that tastes kind of different, has a different flavor profile than what we normally used to from tequila, then I would wait to taste it before you buy a bottle. Because it's different. It's different to the point where some people may not like it. So that's just my honest personal opinion. So I wouldn't say it's a must try unless you're somebody that loves experimental stuff and loves things that have a different taste to them, even along the lines of being more funky. Then yeah, if you like that, then pick up a bottle and try it. You'll like it. If you are more of like I just like my regular stuff, I don't like things to be too funky, then avoid it. Don't grab it. You're not gonna. Instead, see if a friend of yours bought it or whatever, and get a taste before you buy it to make sure you're gonna like it. Because it's different. It's different. But I'll do the Luna and Sol reviews here soon and let you guys know about those. So, I really liked. I think it was the Luna. Let me look. If it was the Luna last year. I can tell you. Let me see, because I had a conversation with them about that. Come on, load. You can see my notes. I think it was the Soul that I liked more. My notes aren't coming up right now. It's getting spinning things, so let's let it sit for a little while and see if it comes up. But I'll let you know, and I have actually still have the Luna and Soul from last year, so I'll do a side-by-side comparison with those two as well. And then I got the Classico G4 I still have to review. I've got some other brands that are sending some stuff in. So, and then I've got Alto Canto sent me some bottles, so I'll do the reviews for them as well, and let you guys know what I think about that brand. See if they popped up yet. Nope, still chugging. So, got a lot of stuff coming up. So, what are some of your guys' favorite extra añejos? Do you tend to like them more sweet, or do you like them more traditionally made? And So what are some of your favorite extra añejos? And let's talk about those. I have to think that for the 2025, my two favorite extra añejos for this year are the Raysol Barrel 45 from Ferment and Still, and the Santaleza Las Reservas 9-year. Yeah, I know, Solar, you like them sweet. Yeah, I remember that. Here's a good one for you that's on the sweet side. This is a good one for you, Solar. It's sweet, but it's Tinta Negra Extra Añejo. Try that one. I think it's got just the right amount of additives for you. Right, the way you like it. Which, if people like them sweet, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that at all. I don't prefer them to be sweet. So that's a good one for you to try. I have the Tapatio Excelencia and G4 7 years are your favorite. Okay, nice. Yeah, I just got the Terralta 5-year Extra Añejo too, which I'll do a review of that. Terralta makes a really nice Extra Añejo, and the pricing on it's very reasonable. They're supposed to be restocked on that in like March, April next year. So that should be good. So make sure you look out for that. If you put your email address in on Ferment and Still, when it comes back in stock, you'll get notified too. On all the stuff that's out in there on Ferment and Still, if it's out of stock, you put your name and stuff in it, and when they get restocked, you automatically get an email saying it's back in stock. I know because people do that with the Fortaleza, and as soon as the Fortaleza comes in, everyone buys it, which I'm like, people go crazy over that stuff, and I still don't understand why. So, it's good, but it's not, for the prices that we're charging for it, it's not worth it. No, it's funk. It's not high minerality. It's funk. Yeah, it's from the barrel. It's from the Sauterne barrel. It's like almost like a mildewy funkiness to it. It's definitely different. It's not high minerality. I can handle G4. The Terralta is high minerality. That I love. I love the high minerality bite from it, from the deep well water that they use on the Terralta Extra Añejo and Terralta line in general. Really rich and complex and nice, beautiful flavor profile to it. It's got a little bite to it too, which I don't mind at all. So that one, if you can find the 5-year Terralta, pick up a bottle. But otherwise, it'll be back in stock. They said April, May of next year. They're expecting more to come in. The Partida single barrel that we got coming in drinks like an Extra Añejo. It drinks so easy to drink. It's so creamy and just a beautiful flavor profile on it. I just can't wait for it to get here. I'm going to need to send him another message to him saying, all right, so where are we? Because they're supposed to be in on the 25th of November or so. It should. And they emailed last week, I think, and said that it was in Northern California and they're transferring it down to Southern California. So I don't know why it's not here yet, but I need to check and see if they're following up on that so we can get that rolling and get people picking that up. Right now that we got a lot of orders in on Ferment and Still, and they're trying to crank the orders out as possible too. So if you're waiting on an order, just be patient. They're getting them shipped as quickly as possible. We got inundated with orders. I mean, just lots and lots and lots of orders. So the warehouse staff is going full bore, trying to get those packed and shipped out to everybody. All right. So, again, if you want to get a sample of this, which is the extra añejo aged with a Beyond Barrel aging staves, go to the YouTube channel, go to the short on the hack, and comment. Talked about this in the video, so comment you want to try that, and share the video and tag somebody in it, and then I'll pick somebody from there to get a sample, and we'll send some samples out. Thoughts on the Caballito Cerrero Blanco 46 Azul? Just picked up a bottle, haven't opened it yet. I like it. I like Caballito Cerrero. I think it's a solid. It's not a tequila. It's a destilado, but I think it's solid. I think the Chato is kind of interesting too. The Chato one. I like them. So I have the Reposado too, and I've got a few bottles of the Caballito Cerrero. But I like the line. I like their stuff in general. I'm working on trying to get a single barrel of theirs, but they told me my chances of getting that are slim to none. So we'll see. We'll see what we can arrange. Oh, talking about that, I'm working right now on getting a single barrel for the collective, for the Discord group. Of the Artenom Selection 1414. So they just emailed me today, and we have an option of looking at some different barrels aged for different time periods, and also different ABVs. So I want to go higher strength if we can, higher ABV. So I'm going to arrange to call and talk with them about what we can get as far as some special samples to try, to select a good barrel for us for the collective. So if you want to join, the link to join the collectives in the description below. It's $10 a month. It's inexpensive, and it helps fund what I do. Since I don't accept money from brands for reviews, I'm not paid by any brands to do any of my videos whatsoever. I get brands all the time to ask me what my rates are, and I tell them I don't have rates because I won't get paid to do reviews. But if their stuff is good and I like it, that I'll make sure it's carried on Ferment and Still, and then we'll do free promotion for the brand to support the brand, and they appreciate that. So, but I make all of my money from you guys for their memberships here on YouTube as well as on the Discord, both of them $10 a month. There's a bigger program on the Discord too, where you can get my agave experiences every month, and those are a lot of fun. I think the guys that are the members of that are thoroughly enjoying that. So, matter of fact, the samples for this month will be going out here shortly. So lots of going on, and it's a great community. A lot of people post stuff, and we have lots of good conversations on there as well. And I'll add stuff and talk about stuff on there that I don't talk about here on the YouTube channel. Carrera Tona is very good. It will be interesting to see its high proof. Yes, I agree. I'm looking forward to that. They're going to send me some samples, and we'll work on it. So, hello, Fanning 03S. Just curious to ask, Hombre, is that the extra bite for you to appreciate the high proof? No. The extra bite comes from all of their expressions. It's from the minerality in the water. So even the 40% has this nice little bite to it. Because it's the minerality of the water, it just has an extra little zing personality to it, which I enjoy. Add some more complexity to it too, because it actually draws more flavor out of it. If you guys haven't really experienced the Terralta experience, I mean, you don't see people talking about Terralta a lot because they don't have the big marketing firm behind them like G4 does and stuff. and they don't pay influencers to talk about it. I'm not, like I said, I'm not a paid influencer, but I love talking about Terralta. Terralta is really my favorite brand out of El Pendillo. It's my favorite brand that they make. I don't think any other brand that they make is as good as Terralta. So if you haven't experienced the Terralta experience, grab a bottle. You can find it all over the place. I think we have some in stock on Ferment and Still, some, but they're going to be coming out with new labels and stuff. They've been kind of doing some new revamping of the look of the bottles and stuff on it. But I've got bottles of Terralta. I got the 110 and I got the regular stuff. I love Terralta. And their Reposado, I think, is one of the better Reposados on the market because of the complexity and stuff you get from that deep well water. They draw the water out from close to 400 feet deep. So lots of minerality and stuff from the water they're drawing. So it's really, really good. See, Craig agrees with me. Terralta is a great brand. It's great. I think it's better than G4. If I was doing a side by side, which I've tried before on G4 and Terralta, Terralta for me won. But G4 is really good too. I do love G4, and it's a solid brand. People should drink it. But if I'm choosing between the two, I tend to go more towards the Terralta side. I enjoy the flavor profile more on Terralta. So it's delicious, and I highly recommend it. And it's really reasonably priced. It hasn't gotten crazy on the pricing on it, which is great. Sam Solar said, I had the Terralta Blanco. It was pretty good. Think I like the G4 slightly better though. G4's a lot not as aggressive. It's lighter. So people that like the lighter flavor profiles will tend to gravitate more towards the G4. Those that like rich, super complex flavors and stuff, and want a really good flavor experience, I think will enjoy the Terralta more. So it's just a tendency of what your palate prefers. For me, I like more of a flavor experience. I like being taken on a trip and given an adventure when I'm sipping. When I don't want something like that, when I want something simple, I'll sip on some Lalo because it's pretty much like agave vodka. It's so bland. I'll sip on something like that, or something, not as flavor rich, as the Terralta is. So even G4, I mean, it's not as complex as Terralta. And Felipe will tell you the same thing. Felipe will tell you that Terralta is his favorite brand as well. I've had that conversation with him before. And he says he believes that the Terralta Repo is the most complex Repo on the market. And I kind of tend to agree with him on that. It's delicious. Still have several bottles of the Terralta down there. So I really enjoy the Terralta. So look for it if you can. Try to find some bottles of Terralta and pick it up and try it if you haven't. It's a lot of fun. It's a really nice, really good brand and very reasonably priced. They didn't get crazy with the pricing on it. And I was talking to them and they said the new labels should be hitting the market after the beginning of the year. So we should see the new restocking happening after the beginning of the year, according to the CEO of the company that imports it. I was talking to him. So I'm just trying to look and see what else they want to talk about. So, any other questions? Anything else you guys want to talk about? So, just had the Cascoine Taona. At first, it was okay, but by the time the bottle was finished, it was outstanding. That seems to happen to you often. Okay, so it means your palate adjusted to it, which is fine. I like the Cascoine Taona, but I prefer the Plata 48. more than the Toona, personally. I have several bottles of the Plata 48. That's my favorite Blanco out of Cascaween. I like their Extra Añejo. Oh, that's another Extra Añejo, you guys. Here, let's pull a bottle out. I got several bottles of the Extra Añejo. So here's the Cascaween Extra Añejo. I buy them when I go to Mexico because it's a lot cheaper than with the jacked up prices we get here in the United States. Cascaween Extra Añejo, I pay like $85 for it in Mexico when I go. I think it was a little more expensive this last time. It was like $129 or something like that. And then there's one Extra Añejo that I haven't talked about as much. Do you guys know this one? Yeah. Tears of Llorona. Llorona, Llorona. This is a beast of an Extra Añejo. 43% alcohol by volume. It's a blend of brandy, Scotch, and port barrels, I believe. Port. I think it's port. Port, brandy, and Scotch. So they actually contacted me and said, hey, would you like to review our tequila again? It's been a while, and we'd love for you to revisit it and do a review. And so they gave me a bottle. So I said, sure. So look for a new revised Tears of Llorona review coming soon. This is a new bottle from the new batch. Still out of 1146, although Herman Gonzalez, the guy that makes it, is building a distillery out in Guanajuato right now. So he's going to build his own distillery, so he doesn't have to use Enrique Fonseca's distillery anymore. He just uses Enrique's distillery. So I've got this, and I got an older bottle of it. So we'll put this back here. I don't knock it over. Oh, sherry. Oops. What happened? Ah, you're right. Sherry. Sherry. That's right. It's sherry, brandy, and Scotch. You're right. Sherry. It's been a while since I talked about it. So this one's a little harder to find. But it's the Reserva de Gonzalez Extra Añejo. I don't think they make the Extra Añejo anymore, so I picked these up when I was in Mexico. That one's really good. You're talking about Extra Añejos. Peralta has a bigger flavors for me. Love both, are great. Yeah, exactly. I believe it's got a lot more flavor. The Peralta does, definitely. Más sabor has more flavor. Absolutely. All right, another extra añejo too is the Alchemia 14-year extra añejo. I've got that. I was just looking. I got the 6-year. I got a 14-year somewhere, but I don't. I got to find out where I put it. But I'll still need to do a review of the whole Alchemia line, but we'll do a review of that. Lots of work to do still. Lots of things to do for you guys. Yeah, the problem with the Tears of Llorona before is I didn't get much agave from it. It was a lot of just other liquors and wines and stuff. So I'm looking to see if that's got more agave to it now when I review it. It's still delicious. It's still good. But I'd like to see it have more agave in it, not so much of the liquor from the barrels and stuff. I think this is an añejo. That's an añejo. This is one I haven't reviewed yet. They told me not to review it yet, but I don't know if it's been released or not. They're supposed to get back to me on it. But the Santa Leza has their regular extra añejo as well. The Las Reserva wasn't actually made by them. It was a lost batch that they found that's really good from a different distillery that's now defunct. And so that's why it's a destilado. This was made at the actual distillery that makes the rest of the Santa Leza line. So this is their extra añejo, which I got a bottle of. I need to do a review of. So look for that sometime in the future as well. Here coming up. I mentioned the Dom Pilar. You don't find it around that often, but it's really reasonably priced and a really nice extra añejo. You can actually find it at Costco, like in Northern California and stuff, because he does a lot of stuff with Costco up there. But you can find it at some other liquor stores and stuff around. It still has some distribution, and you can buy it online as well. Really solid extra añejo and very reasonably priced. Not super expensive, so that's what I recommend. So lots of good options out there for some good extra añejos. Trying to think of anything else. El Tesoro extra añejo is really good. What are some other good extra añejos? Oh, Cierto extra añejo is actually really good too. If you haven't tried Cierto, that's another solid brand I really enjoy. I like their whole line. I've got I think it's the Reserva edition that I still need to review. So look for those. I think it's the Reserva edition. Let me see. I got one of the bottles out here. Here it is. Yeah, the Reserva collection. So I got the full line. This is the Reposado, but I got the full line of this. So I'll be doing a review of the Reserva collection from Cierto. I really like their tequila. It is really highly priced, but it's still very delicious. How are the Tequila Ocho XA and Don Vicente XA? Don Vicente Extra Añejo, I really like it. I enjoy it a lot. The Tequila Ocho XA, anything Tequila Ocho is always great. I love their extra añejos. I love their single barrel añejos, high proof añejos as well. Ocho makes great tequila across the board. I've yet to experience a tequila from Ocho that I didn't like. I've got bottles of the extra añejo. I got bottles of the single barrel añejos that are cash strength. I love it. Don Vicente, their XA, I think is probably my favorite expression of theirs. Delicious. I thoroughly enjoy the Don Vicente stuff. I wish they'd send me more bottles for reviews and stuff. When they came out with the new high proof reposado or something, but I haven't gotten a bottle yet. I'm sure if I message them and ask them, they'll send me a bottle. But if you guys want me to review it, I can ask them. But Don Vicente is a solid brand. I'm going to start bringing some of the brand owners and producers and stuff on for interviews during these live streams, guys. So if you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe and make sure you click the like button too. Click that thumbs up button, give it a like. Where you hear 17 people on, only 11 likes. Come on. And also, if you guys want to donate to the channel and stuff, you'll see a little $sign down by the chat thing. You can do a super chat, or super sticker, however much you want. You know, I appreciate any amount. Normally get a few super chats during a live stream. It helps out. That's the way I get funded. I don't, that memberships, I don't take money from brands. So no matter what anybody says, I don't get paid for any reviews. None. Zero payments. Although my wife would probably say, well, why not? Why don't you get paid? You should get paid for doing But I don't want to do that because then it gets to, affecting my biased and unbiased thing. And I want to be able to tell people if I like something or don't like it and not have to feel like I'm going to insult a client or something like that. So, so that's why I don't do it. Back from my Mexico cruise, very disappointed tequila trip as I was not on the correct side. Yeah. Even on the cruises, it's tough. It's tough. Because they have all the touristy tequila stuff when you go to those places. And the cruise ships, get the people that take you out and stuff, get kickbacks from the stores that sell all the crap stuff. And they try to lure you into all the sweet crap tequila that they sell. They sell fake tequila at those stores. Anything to kind of just get the tourists. So I'd say when you're going on a tour, on a cruise, don't go to buy tequila. Just instead sneak a couple bottles in your luggage to bring to drink and then just go have a good time and, drink rum or something. Because the tequila selections aren't going to be good when you're on a cruise ship. I hear people all the time. They're like, hey, I just saw, and this guy showed me this thing where he shakes the bottle and he shows me that if he shakes the bottle and it does this certain thing, it means, and I'm just going to shake my head going, oh God, you guys were just played for suckers. So don't be a sucker. Like, yeah, it's like really sweet and certain. Yeah, it's not. It's adulterated. But if you like sweet and syrupy, they're like, I was hoping it would be something more along the lines, like, yeah, you're not going to find that when you're on a cruise. You got to take a trip in order to get the good tequila. You can find some in Tijuana. So in some of the stores in Tijuana and was it Rosarita, Ensenada area? There's a couple good stores that have some good tequila selections in there. I used to cross the border, and there was a couple stores across the border that have some fairly decent tequila selections. You can find G4 and stuff there. It's not bad at all. Rosarita, there was one, El Mercado, I think it's called. It's like right up by Pueblo Nuevo and or not Pueblo. Pueblo Nuevo. Porto Nuevo, right there by Ensenada. There's El Mercado store, which has fairly decent tequila selections at a good price there. But normally, if I'm buying tequila in Mexico, I do it in Guadalajara, and I'll do it at some of the stores like Vinos Las Americas, and I try to stay away from El Bujo because they kind of charge a premium on stuff there. He knows what he's got, and he knows he gets a lot of tourists there, so they jack the pricing up. But there's some other stores that you can go in that are more of like catering towards the local population, where you can get better pricing on stuff. And so I typically will go into those type of stores. I normally will buy some up in Arandas too, where there's not a huge tourist population up there. At some of the stores like Licores Santa Barbara and Licores y Vinos, and some other stores up there that are like just cater towards the everyday Arandas people, where you can pick up a bottle of Tapatio Excelencia for like $85 American up there, because they've been sitting on the shelves because nobody buys anything that's that expensive there. So only bottle I bought was Chula Vista from a duty-free store. Didn't go to any tequila tours. Okay, well, Chula Vista is an additive. It is enhanced tequila. But if you like the sweet stuff, it's not a bad option at all. Yeah, not great, but well, that's, it's in the same category as Don Julio and Casamigos. It's got the same sweetness and stuff, the same stuff added to it. Tequila Ocho is arguably the best tequila in its price. I have to say, yeah, I have to agree. And they actually have pretty good deals on it here in California at Stater Brothers. You can buy it. And if you buy like 6 bottles of mixed stuff, you get it for like $40 something a bottle, which is very reasonable for the Plata. So yeah, I agree. That's why if you look here on my shelf, you can see my Ocho stuff right here. Never a shortage of Tequila Ocho stuff here in mi casa, in the Hombre cave. Go back this way. You can see that's all Ocho right there. All Tequila Ocho. I got lots. Older ones too, so some good ones. But I'm a huge Tequila Ocho fan. It's such a crisp and pure, and then anytime I recommend somebody to it and they try it, they're always like, that was really good. It's a no-brainer as for when people are asking me what's a good tequila I can get around here. And I can tell them you can pick it up at the grocery store when you're shopping at Stater Brothers. It's even better. But Carlos and Fani do a great job at that distillery. They have a new one coming out, the new edition that they're coming out with that I want to try. So I'll see if they send me a bottle of it to do a review. They have a new different area, different, like some Guanajuato and some from other states. So what are my thoughts on Clase Azul? Clase Azul is an enhanced tequila, so they added flavoring and stuff to it to make it taste good and sweet. So if that's what you're into, then it could be a good option for you. It's really expensive for what you get. I tend to not like the sweet and syrupy stuff like that. I tend to favor more the traditional tasting tequila, the natural tasting tequila, and less of the syrupy additive stuff. So, but different people like different things. Solar likes the additive stuff, so he probably enjoys the Clase Azul. Is El Mexicano releasing it? They already have an añejo out, but yeah, they'll be re-releasing it. They have an añejo, they have extra añejos as well. So they'll be releasing them in the new bottles and the new editions and stuff as well. So we'll see those released. And I'm sure when they release them, they'll send me a bottle because they know that it's they know that I'm a big fan and that I'll help let people know about it. Not your jam. People rave over it. I agree. 100%. Not my jam as well. but people rave over it because they don't know any better. And a lot of times they'll take that $200 and something bottle of Clase Azul, they pour a little bit in a shot glass, they slam it down their gullet, and they go, smooth. Which I just feel like, okay, yeah. Yeah, that's smooth. So, different people gauge tequila on different things. I'm trying to, do the more the education thing on like, sip your tequila. Pour it in a glass and sip it and enjoy it. You don't need to slam it. It's like if I was to walk into a Scotch bar and order a 50-year-old single malt Glenlivet or whatever, Glen something, whatever Scotch that's like a super premium Scotch, and I said, yeah, pour me a shot of your best 50-year-old Glenlivet. And they're like, oh, that's a... So they pour it on pour it in a shot glass, and they go, salute. Oh, that's smooth. They'll probably look at me going, what the is this doing? Like, do you know what you're drinking? Do you know what? Why would you do a shot with that? I mean, it's the same thing. It's like ordering a really nice wine, really expensive $500 bottle of Cabernet Sauvignon from Napa Valley, and then pouring it into a glass, and then adding Sprite to it, making a wine cooler and slamming it. People look at you and go, what are you doing? It's a beautiful Cabernet Sauvignon from Napa Valley. It's a 90, you got a 99 score. It's like perfect. It's like, and you poured Sprite into it and drank it like a wine cooler? It's the same thing, but people don't realize the Jose Cuervo days are gone. We're getting good quality tequila now that you can sip like a good Scotch or bourbon, right? You wouldn't order a really expensive Pappy, give me a shot of your finest Pappy, and like, ooh, Pappy, oh, nice, really expensive. They pour it in a glass, and you take it. Ah, yeah, smooth. And they look at him and they go, okay, this guy does not know what he's drinking and what he's doing. I mean, why would you slam down a shot of Pappy, of a really expensive glass of Pappy? Yeah, it's definitely, Clase Azul is definitely a pancake syrup tequila. So is the Cava de Oro. I was able to get my hands on a bottle of Fortaleza Repo a few weeks ago. It's so damn hard to find. I'm excited. Had the winter blend about 6 months ago, and it knocked my socks off. Oh, well, okay. You're not singing to the choir here, because I'm not a huge Fortaleza fan, and I would tell people to resist the urge. It's not that great. I have bottles of Fortaleza in here that I haven't touched, because I have other stuff that I'd rather drink that's, I think, better, especially for the price. The price on Fortaleza is ridiculous. Now, you got to understand, I started drinking Fortaleza back when it was $40 for the Blanco, $55 for the still strength Blanco, $65 for the Repo, $70, $80 for the Añejo. And then that was a good price for it. That's a good price for it. But $200 something for the, no. $200 something for the Repo, no. $100 something for the Blanco, no. It's like, no, just say no. And if people quit worried about, I'm going to get likes and stuff, I better just buy some. Oh, hold on. I want to get some likes. So here, hold on a second. Let me get some likes. People are going to go like, oh my God, he's so lucky. Hold on. Where? look what I got. It's a Los Abuelos Fortaleza. But you know what it is? You know what it is? Look, it's a Lote 42A. I should get a shitload of likes for that one. That's a super special Lote. Because they mixed extra añejo in it. Oh, and look. Ooh, Winter Blend 2019 unopened bottle. Boy, give me the likes on that one. Ooh. Well, why isn't it drunk? Why isn't it empty? Because I don't really like it that much. I got 3,000 bottles here, and I got probably 700 or 800 more that I would rather drink than this. I take it you're not a fan. I'm not a fan. I like the brand's well made. It's not bad, but it's just way overpriced and way overhyped for what it is. I did a collaboration where I did a blind añejo challenge with Curiosity Public, and Fortaleza finished last. It finished last amongst the añejos, and they were surprised. They're like, "Oh wow, Fortaleza finished last." Yeah, it never does well in blinds. It's just people, it's label bias. It's a label bias that happens. It's made right. Guillermo makes a good product, but the hype and stuff, because they created a shortage and stuff where people think it's super special and it's super great, is just off the charts crazy. The marketing they've done on it is just fantastic. But it's not that great of a tequila. It does not any better than G4 or Ocho or any of the other good brands out there, and it should be priced accordingly. Ironically, I went to sweepstakes to get a pat. There you go. But you wouldn't drink it in shots, right? Yeah, the price is absurd. And the fact that people pay it is even more absurd. Sorry if that insults you a little bit, but come on. Settle down and look at yourself and say, look, do I really honestly need this? Or I would put this up against the Fortaleza Añejo or Repo any day, and it's $65.99 a bottle. I'd put this up against any of their age stuff. This is amazing stuff. And it's $65.99 a bottle. It's got cask strength Repo, Añejo, extra añejo, still strength Blanco blended into it with regular Blanco, and it is amazing. It is so good, and it drinks so easy. Such an amazing flavor profile on it, and it's only $65.99 a bottle. I'd buy 3 of these before I buy a Fortaleza Añejo for the prices they're charging for it now. Now, the brand, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying the brand's a bad brand. The pricing on it is just stupid. It's stupid. And people have been complaining about it for a long time, how stupid the pricing. I haven't bought a bottle of Fortaleza since it started going crazy. No, I'm not a fan of the winter blends. The only winter blend I liked was 2019. That was the first one. I got 2019, 2022. I mean, these things are not that good. And they were going for $400 or $500 a bottle, which was stupid too. So what would you recommend instead of Fortaleza? I'm sure you have plenty. I'm kind of new to good tequila and been a bourbon guy for ages. Okay. Tequila Ocho is really good. Really good brand, solid brand. I would take them any day. Really good tequila. Other brands, Terralta, G4, Don Vicente, like we talked about, Cascaween, El Tequileño, Pura Sangre is a really good brand out of 1146. Solid tequila. Carrera is a really good tequila brand. Really enjoyable, very reasonably priced. Really good tequila sipper. 123 Organic, amazing stuff. El Luchador, really good. Just go through my videos. Watch some of my videos. There's lots of really good brands out there that I would sit and sip all day long over paying anything ridiculous that Fortaleza is charging. Can you discuss the shortage that Fortaleza purposely created? Absolutely. Just think about this. What's the best way to create demand for a product, right? It's a simple economics, right? Simple marketing. In full disclosure, I come from a marketing background. I worked in technology sales for most of my life and selling advertising for radio and television stations when I was in broadcasting. So I know sales. I know how to you work on the sales side of things. And one thing you do is you work on people's fear of missing out, right? FOMO. So Fortaleza has a limit to the amount of tequila they can produce because of how small the distillery is. It's a small distillery. They have small stills. They can't produce big batches. They're in the process of adding another distillery. They've been building another distillery for a couple of years now. But they went out and they oversold it. They sold it and kept selling it and kept selling it and kept selling it, even though they didn't have the product to put in the stores. So then people were like trying to go out and get it, and they weren't able to buy it because it wasn't available in the stores. And they started thinking, oh my God, people are buying up all the Fortaleza. I'm missing out. I need to get more. I need to get one of these bottles to try it because it must be missing out on something because everyone keeps buying it all out. When the whole truth is they never really had enough inventory to keep everything stocked in the first place. And so they weren't keeping enough pallets in. And I know this because, on the ferment and still side, we talked to the distributor and they're like, we only got a pallet to service the whole entire state of California. And that's not enough for all the accounts that we have. And Fortaleza would send their ambassadors in to bring in more accounts and stuff. And so they have all these stores wanting to buy Fortaleza and not enough product to stock it. And so it creates this shortage, right? And then prices got crazy and people were like, because people were you got some product in, it would sell out immediately. As soon as it came in, boom, it was gone. People were, because I want to get it before someone else does. And so then people would buy 4 or 5 bottles at a time. And then the retailers are going, well, crap. And people were like, I really want to get Fortaleza. And so people were taking these bottles that they were buying, for the regular prices and selling them in the gray market, aftermarket, illegally, online, Facebook or whatever, for 3 times what the price was, and people were paying it because they wanted to see what all the commotion was about. And so then they created this thing where now the retailers were like, well, I see these guys are selling them on Facebook and on Instagram and stuff. They're getting 3 times the price of these bottles. We're going to jack the prices up. And so they started jacking the prices up. And so when the demand is there and the product's not available, it causes the price to go up. And that's what we're looking at, the economics. We're talking about inflation and why the prices and stuff have been going up in our economy since COVID. Was because we weren't getting enough products in to fit demand. And so people were buying, remember the toilet paper scare, people were buying tons of toilet paper, people were buying tons of stuff. So when people were buying things and there isn't enough demand to fill everybody's needs and wants, it drives the prices up, and that's inflation. So that's what they did, is they created their own inflation and created their own price increase on it, to the point where people still think that it's like a super luxury brand that's like super good to get, but you can't find it because there's an inventory shortage and people go crazy on spending money that they shouldn't on something that's not worth it. But they were really smart on the marketing and created that shortage. So is what a repo? The No, that's a Joven. Joven. It's a blend. It's got extra añejo, cast strength extra añejo, cast strength añejo, cast strength repo, still strength blanco, and 40 proof blanco blended together to create that flavor profile. I mixed it myself, and it's absolutely amazing. But you can only find it on fermentandstill.com because I created the whole batch. We bought the whole thing, and it's absolutely it sold out. We have more coming in because we didn't stock the whole batch at once, and it sold out a lot faster than I thought after people tried it. So if you want to get some, put your name on the email list, and as soon as it gets back in stock, which should be like today or tomorrow, you'll be able to get some. So that's the shortage that they created, and that's how they did it. You oversell it. Let me see here. Lagrimas de Valle 2023 Plata or Ocho Puntas 2023. I would take the Ocho Puntas 2023 over the Lagrimas de Valle, but the Lagrimas de Valle is still, it's a good solid tequila. I like the Lagrimas stuff. Fortaleza is like Blanton's, overhyped, overpriced for okay stuff. Yeah, there you go. That's a good comparison. Blanton's is a solid $45 bourbon. That's what I paid for my bottle when it first came out and I wanted to try it and get the horsey top and the stuff from when I was a bourbon drinker. I paid $45. Besides marketing, Fortaleza had good timing with enough exposure because it was being compared to Don Julio and Patron in that sense. It was good traditional tequila that was available back then. Yeah, but it's still the first really premium tequila that hit the U.S. market, believe it or not, was El Tesoro. So El Tesoro was originally battling Don Julio and Patron. If you can find the old El Tesoro white labels, that's a treasure bottle that a lot of people will try to look for. And some collectors have them still. But El Tesoro was originally one of the first premium tequilas to come to the U.S. Yeah, Tapatio is a solid old school tequila. They're getting a new look to them, which is kind of cool. In your opinion, which is the best bottle for the Armada Jaguar Berica series? I haven't tried them all, so I don't know. People have been going crazy over the pear one, but I haven't tried any of them, so I can't honestly comment on that. But I'm making my own, so this is the Alma de Jaguar Berica Peachwood expression that I'm making right here with Peachwood from... This is a stave from bbaging.com, Beyond Barrel Aging Staves. So they have cherry, American oak, French oak. The American oak and French oak, they make circular so you can actually fit it in the bottle. The peach, because of the way the wood is, they can't cut it circular, so they do a square, and you have to put it in a mason jar like this to age it. So I'm doing that, and they have pear wood coming in, so he's going to have Japanese pear wood. Which should be good. So you can email them if you want the pear wood. Let them know you want the pear wood and then notify you, and they'll let you place an order when it comes in. Is Carrera thinking about release? No, they're not. That was a one-off project. Nope. I have 3 white label Blancos Repos. There you go. And you probably paid a premium for them if you bought them from collectors. What are my thoughts on Cascanes? I have a long history with Cascanes. I actually did a lot of stuff with the brand earlier on. And I created their first Joven, which was amazing. I did the first single barrel with them ever. I did a lot of stuff with Cascanes. And when they were at the old distillery, I think it's better than the new stuff. I think their pricing is too high. I think they need to bring their pricing down. And I know they're doing some adjusting on it. I think it's a decent tequila. I think the pricing on it's kind of ridiculous. So I wouldn't I wouldn't buy anything from them right now until the pricing gets a little more under control. There's other brands I'd rather buy. Blanton's is a good 445 to 450 bottle, but they're going for 80 plus now retail. A 44.50. What? A good 445 to 450 bottle. A good $45. It's a $45 bottle. Ah, there you go. Okay, yeah. $45 to $50 bottle. Yeah. I agree. Blanton's is a good $45 to $50 bourbon. So you got to be careful and not get stuck on the hype train, guys. There's going to be a lot more on the new tequilas that are coming out. Yeah, Cascanas, I wouldn't say it's worse. I think some of the stuff that Fortaleza is selling for is crazy compared to Cascanas. But I think we're going to see the pricing on Cascanas come down. Yeah, you're being okay. Even at 80 Blanton's isn't as ridiculous priced as exactly. Yeah, Fortaleza is kind of crazy. But Cascanas is gotten ridiculous on the pricing, and they know it. And they've did a price adjustment already once where they brought the prices down. It's hurting the brand. If they were normal priced, if they were in the normal range, which there's no reason why they shouldn't be. They could be a really solid, highly recommended tequila of mine, because I think their juice is not bad. It's not bad. It's good juice. The stuff they made at their old place, I think was better, but I introduced them to their new distillery. I introduced them to T-Tap. So I took them there and introduced them to them. So, but they never told anybody that, but I introduced them to them. And John Paul Fortunati, the guy that used to be the CEO, I understand Edwin, I think, is now the new CEO. He used to come over to my house all the time and used to ask me for help on things. And so I used to give him suggestions and taste things and make suggestions on doing certain things and help them out with stuff with their brand. I did a lot of stuff with them. He used to spend a lot of time at my house, and then he'd go through my Hombre cave trying tequilas and stuff and seeing what other companies were doing, and he would get tipsy and drunk, and then we'd have to feed him. He's a vegetarian, so we'd have to get him a vegetarian meal and feed him and wait for him to sober up to go home. But he would sit here with my wife and my daughter and I and my house. So I knew him really well. I knew the brand really well, and I took them on a 10-day trip across Mexico, visiting a bunch of different distilleries and stuff and introducing him to a bunch of different people. So I know them really well. I created the first Joven for him in my kitchen. It turned out really well. I've done different barrel picks and stuff with them. But they're getting really crazy on the price, and there's no reason for them to be that expensive at T-Tap because they can produce a larger amount than they could at their original distillery. And the folks at T-Tap do a good job. So I like the new distillery. John Paul, when they originally were saying, yeah, we need to change, we need to get out of this distillery that they were in originally, they were at the same one that produces, whatchamacallit, Atanasio. And they're like, we need to get to a different distillery. And so I said, why don't you call T-Tap? Because they have a bunch of different things you can do at T-Tap. You can use the roller mill, you can use Toona, they have autoclave, they have brick ornos. They have everything. So you can mess with different additions and do all kinds of things and be experimental. He's like, that's a good idea. So then they worked with T-Tap and creating their profile, and they got it nailed down, and then they moved. So I was actually, made the suggestion that they should check and go with them. So I've done a lot of stuff for Cascanas. My thoughts on mi gente. I like it. I have bottles. Nothing wrong with mi gente at all. I like the older stuff from 1499, I believe was the first distillery. I like that better. Their new distillery, are they back to 1499 yet? I heard they were possibly going back. Yeah, they're at 1499 now. It's okay, they're back. So I like it. I like mi gente. I like that they went back to their old distillery too. That's good. Anna Marie does a great job. She's solid. I like her stuff. Yeah, the older mi gentes. I have the original. I have a couple of the original batches, the first batches, on the shelf back there. I liked it. I liked it a lot. And I was one of the first to review it, and they're like, oh, we love the Hombre. So I'd see them at events and stuff, and they always came over. Girls that were working for them gave me hugs and stuff, and we talked to them. They're really nice people. But I haven't got any recent stuff from them to review, so I didn't get their añejos and stuff like that they're doing. So I don't know, they don't. People now are wanting to spend money on the reviewers that they can control because they want to make sure that they're going to get a good review and not take a risk. So there's some brands that don't send me stuff anymore, and those are the ones that are fearful in what I may say about it if they don't think it's as good. The ones that have faith in their brands, they send me bottles without a problem. Yeah, their añejo was kind of crazy priced if I remember correctly. I didn't buy the añejo. When can I invite myself over to raid your tequila bunker? Well, where do you live? Do you have any tips for someone wanting to take a trip to Mexico to learn more about tequila and do some tours? Sure. There is a tour company that I recommend. It's called make sure I get it right, because if I don't get it right, he can send you to the wrong company. Hold on a second. It's called I think this is the right one. Let me double check. Yes, it is. Okay. So you want to contact experienceagave.com and set up a tour through them. Clayton does a fantastic job with his tours and stuff there. He knows all of the producers practically. He's a big tequila guy. And have him set up your tour. They'll set everything up for you. And they interpret, they do all that stuff for you. They do a great job. I've never used them, but I know Clayton, and I know what he does, and so for me, I just let the distillery know I'm coming, and I got drivers that pick me up and take me places, and I can go to any distillery I pretty much want. Oh, you're in Indiana. It's a long drive for you to come out here to Southern California. But Contact experienceagave.com and talk to one of the people there. If Clayton's doesn't talk to you or whatever, and set up a tour and tell them what distilleries you want to go to, and they'll set up the tour for you. You'll learn a lot. They're very educational. They're very, they know what they're talking about, and they'll do a great job. If you really want to learn a lot about tequila, just subscribe to this channel and watch my videos, because I give you a lot of free information, a lot of, helpful tips and things on producing tequila. There's not a whole lot to learn. And once you see a tequila distillery, once you've seen one, you've pretty much seen them. Well, maybe two. You've pretty much seen them all. There's not a whole lot of differences between them, and there's not a whole lot of things they do differently, from place to place. And they're not geared to be touristy. They're more working factories. So some of the nicer ones that are down in Tequila are doing tasting rooms and setting up tours and stuff. Fortaleza does a nice tour at their distillery. I know El Tequileño was setting up a tasting room and stuff, and he's doing more tour stuff because he's actually cousins with Guillermo Salza. They're cousins, and so they take a lot of notes from each other and stuff. So I think Clayton would probably be your best bet, and he'll set everything up for you, so you don't have to worry about getting drivers. And I never drive when I go into Guadalajara. The driving there is scary, and so I just rather hire a driver that takes me places. And a lot of times the distillery will send a driver to pick me up when I'm there. Crown Point, Indiana. Okay, well, you're a long ways away from Southern California. Actually, I used to go to Indiana, but not Crown Point. I used to go to Fort Lick, Indiana, when I lived in Ohio, to go vacation. In my market, I can get Magenta Añejo for $130, which isn't bad. Other places, it is overpriced. $130. I think that's borderline overpriced. There's extra añejos you can get for $130 right now. So, but as long as you think it's worth it, that's all that matters, right? It's subjective. I mean, there's some tequila bottles that are special that I would spend. I spent $500 on the Diablito Rojo just because it was limited edition special stuff, and I really, really enjoyed it. So, and there is $800 for that El Tequileño extra añejo. But sometimes it's just like, okay, there was only 100 bottles that made, I think, of the El Tequileño, and so I'm like, okay, I want to support Tony and what he does, and so I'll buy it. Sometimes when I make purchases like that, it's not necessarily because I think the bottle is worth it, but I do it to support the brand and to support the master distiller and stuff, which I don't mind doing. Yes, you get to raid to my own collection every month. That's right. You guys get a bunch of different stuff sent to you. Even some rare stuff you can't get anymore. You've had the option, you've gotten some of that. So absolutely. And so far, everybody that's on that program has thoroughly enjoyed it, which is good. I'm still waiting to hear back from you guys on what you thought about that Valon's aging project that you guys got. For those of you that don't know, I do a subscription program on Discord where you guys get first option at the special barrels that I buy and the special batches and stuff. where you guys get first option. And if they buy them all out on the Discord first, then it doesn't get exposed to the public. But if they don't buy it all out, then I open it up to the public. But then what I also try to do is if it's selling out quick and there's a few cases left, I'll try to reserve them just for the collective members. But they also get priority on the special allocated bottles and stuff that come out. I give them all kinds of, it's a fun community, private community, where I give them all kinds of information and stuff too. They get a say in what projects we do. It's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun, and we have conversations. We have a little fun with everybody. And then, it was crazy good. So it's a lot of fun. So if you want to join, the link is in the description. There's two programs. There's the agave experience, the tequila lovers experience, agave lovers experience. And then there's the regular TBAC membership. It's $10 a month for the TBA membership. The other one's more expensive, but you get some samples every month of different stuff to try that some of the brands will provide me, that you guys get to taste stuff sometimes before it hits the market and sometimes after it's done on the market. So far everyone likes that. I remember we paid $500 for the original Cascana single barrel. Yes. Yeah, you're talking about, here, bring that one up. For those of you that weren't around for that, oh. Shoot. All right, let me grab that glass that fell out here. Here it is. So this is the first ever single barrel extra añejo from Cascanes. It came in a box like this. It sold for $500. And there was only 180 bottles made. So this was $500. You got the bottle. And you got the glasses with Cascanes on it and this nice case. That's Cascanes etched in the front. And then, because I used to do so much stuff for Cascanes, and I actually was the one that, see, now people think that I only promote stuff that I'm making money off of and stuff, which is kind of silly. But they were selling this through their website. And I promoted it for them because I tasted it and it was really good. I didn't make a dime off this, not at all. But I really enjoyed the tequila. It was super good. And so I was telling people, buy this. And a lot of people, and Bonnie can justify this. A lot of people are telling me I was freaking crazy for thinking anybody should spend $500 on a bottle of tequila. They were saying that I was demented. I was lunatic. And that I was being paid and, getting all kinds of money for doing this. And that's why I was saying it was okay to spend $500 on a bottle of tequila until people bought it. Once people bought it and tried it, they were like, holy cow, this is good. So just to show you about this bottle, it's not been opened. It's sealed still. But this is bottle 1. This is the first bottle to come off the line. 1 of 180. So as a way of saying thank you for the stuff that I did for them, John Paul gave me bottle number 1, which is still in this kit, with a certificate of authenticity, glasses, everything in this wooden box. This is the first ever extra añejo single barrel. It was the first ever extra añejo, period, but they did it as a single barrel from Cascanes. And it was stellar. It's an amazing extra añejo. Yep, see, Bonnie agrees. Which would you prefer, General Gorestieta High Proof or the G4 108? I haven't tried the General Gorestieta High Proof. He was supposed to get me a bottle of that. But he hasn't sent me a bottle, so I don't know. I couldn't tell you. It was well worth it. Yes, that was worth a $500 purchase. There's some that are like that. So I don't mind spending $800 or $500 on a bottle when it's special, when it's worth it. But a lot of these things that are jacked up prices like that aren't worth it. And I'm happy to steer you guys away from those things. And a lot of the brands that won't send me stuff to do reviews, those are some of the ones that I'm like, well, the only time I buy tequila now for reviews is when I get a bunch of you guys that are like, we really want to hear what you think about this, and people are hyping it and blah, blah, blah. Then I have to scratch enough money around to get something like that so I can try it for you guys to let you guys know. I try to do that. I don't make a whole lot of money off of the memberships and stuff here, so I don't have a lot of money to endlessly buy tequila to do reviews. So I ask brands if they want free exposure, which I'm more than happy to help them. Send me a bottle and I'll review it, and if it's good, if I like it, I'll promote it. I'll do multiple videos and stuff because I love promoting the people that do it right. And I do this because I believe if you give, you'll get. But I don't expect anything in return from them. I don't ask for anything in return. I just say, look, I'll help you. And it's worked so far. I'm one of the only ones that does this. I think I am the only one that does this. And so that's why a lot of the brands, a lot of the producers and stuff respect me because they know I'm there to help them. I fly out to Mexico on my own expense to do content and stuff with them and to help support their brands without charging them a thing. And so sometimes when I call and say, hey, can you send me they'll be more than happy to do it because I was happy to help them. So that's made it worth it. So you got us the 108 before it hit the States back in the... Yes, absolutely. Bonnie's correct. The Tequila Barrel and Agave Collective was the first to bring the G4 108 proof Blanco to the market. When it hit the States first, we were the first to get it. We got the first pallet. And so we offered it to the country first because I've done a lot of stuff with G4 as well. I was one of the first promoting G4. And they actually have hired me. I've worked for G4. They have hired me to go and pour and educate people at margarita festivals and tequila festivals. I've worked a couple of them for them. And actually I have a G4 polo shirt. So I've actually know the guys from G4 really well. And know Felipe Camarena really well. So, yeah, our group was the first to get the G408 proof. We were the first to get the Raysol 10-year aged extra añejo. When it was first came out, we got the first 2 barrels of it. And now Carmen Villarreal considers me the godfather of Raysol, which I'm flattered. I love Raysol. Well, thank you for saying that, Bonnie. So many benefits for being a member. I try to give you guys as much benefits as I can. And you know, I appreciate your membership. So I do extra things to say thank you, you know, and I try to bring bring different things in for you guys to try and get you different exposure to things that are coming out. Is my way of saying thank you for supporting what I do by being a member. And now Bonnie, I believe, is a member both on the Discord and on the YouTube. And I've got to think of something to do for the YouTubers because I appreciate them as well. But I don't really have too many benefits for the YouTubers, unfortunately. But I appreciate them supporting the channel and supporting what I do and knowing that I'm not paid by anybody. I'm not bought by anybody. Zero. I support the brands that I enjoy, that I like, that I review, that I know the producers are doing good stuff. And I will continue supporting them for free. Because it helps them. And I've got a lot of really good friends now in the tequila world. I can call anybody and say, hey, I'm coming. And they are like, my house is your house. Come anytime. I was just messaging and talking with Ileana Partidas. I'll be doing I'm a T-Tense line here soon. So I got one of the first bottles of hers. Do I have it up here? Yeah. No, that's it. Yeah. Trying to see if I have a bottle here. Well, she gave me a bottle in this when I was at the distillery, but it's this is bottle number 3. So a lot of the master distillers, producers and stuff, if I say, hey, let's do something together, a lot of times they're like, okay, let's do it. I plan on keeping doing that. So, Bonnie, I'm working on it. Always trying to find new and exciting things for you guys. So again, Bonnie has been a supporter of mine for 7 or 8 years now. Was that right, Bonnie? It's been a long time, and I really do appreciate your support. And for those of you that don't know, Bonnie is a nurse. I've known Bonnie for a while as being somebody that comments and stuff on my channel and stuff. And she was in the trenches fighting during the COVID battle, and really appreciate her commitment to serving people and stuff. And it's always, I always love the nurses and the first responders and stuff that, take care of us when we are in need and need it. They're important people and they need to be cherished. And so, Bonnie, thank you for your work as a nurse. And thank you for supporting what I do with your membership. I appreciate you. I really do. So, yes, a long time. She's been a member for a long time. So, and a lot of you, EBA 101's been a member for a long time. EBA Boxing, you see him on here. We actually held his bachelor party before he got married here as a live stream. We all celebrated the day before he got married, and I sent him a bottle, special tequila as a wedding gift. And that's the kind of things I do for the people that are my members that support me. And talking about that, you guys, if you ever want to meet me in person and hang out with me for a while and have some fun, this 2026 is going to be a good year to do that because I'm doing a fishing trip. It's called Tuna Tales and Tequila Tour. So we're going to be going out on a boat out of San Diego for 4 days, living on the boat. You'll be staying in cabins, air-conditioned cabins on the boat. Sleeping there, you get 3-4 meals a day cooked by a culinary trained chef. And 4 days of fishing for bluefin tuna, yellowfin tuna, dorado if it's in the water at the time, yellowtail, all kinds of exotic fish. And even if rockfish, if there's nothing going on, we may fish for rockfish, which cod and stuff like that. But we're going to have a good time, 4 days together, fishing, talking tequila. You guys get to know me personally. You get to see what kind of person I am. I love sport fishing. We'll have a lot of fun. I'll help you catch fish too. If you don't know how, I'll work with you and even let you use some of my gear and try to hook a fish and hand it to you. So let you fight it if you need help with that. We'll have a lot of fun. We'll make a lot of memories, things that we'll remember for the rest of our lives, which is one thing that I'm really big at doing, and not just getting together and meeting and saying, oh, you got a picture with me. Great. Let's create some memories and stuff that we'll remember for a long time and have an experience. And this trip is sponsored by Carrera Taona Tequila. So they're providing Taona Tequila for a dinner pairing. The chef will pair a meal with the tequila for us, and we'll have a special tequila tasting. And then also on the trip, I will be bringing some special treasure bottles from my personal collection that we will be sharing with members on board on other days on the trip as well. So we're going to have some good, excellent tequila to drink. It's not going to be a party boat kind of atmosphere. We're not getting trashed and stuff. We're not doing that. We're going to have fun fishing, catching maybe the largest fish we've ever caught in our life, if we're lucky, creating memories, and just having a great time and having some great tequila. You love to hang out, but you're a vegetarian. You don't have to eat the fish. You can always give it away to somebody else if you don't want to catch it. Or you just come for the boat ride. I mean, and just watch everybody else fish. But, you know, if you do want to catch the fish and bring it home, you can always give it away and not cook it. Or you can become a pescatarian, right? Just eat fish and not other meat. I'm giving you options. I don't know. But there's some people on the boat that I've been on trips where they're vegetarians. They didn't eat meat. And so they made them salad meals and stuff, but they still enjoyed fishing. And would just give their fish to other people that would want it and eat it. How does one get involved? Send me a DM or an email at mark@thetequilahombre.com and I'll send you the information. I don't collect any money on this at all. So I have a guy, it's a charter master that is putting the trip together. You pay him, he pays the boat and everything. We're not making a dime on this, and I'm actually spending money because I'm getting it some really cool tequila tails, tuna tails and tequila t-shirts done. I'm getting really nice drinking glasses with the Tuna Tails and Tequila Tour logo on it. And we're going to have all kinds of stuff to give away. Carrera's going to do some Carrera Taona gear to give away and stuff. So a lot of stuff. But if you either DM me or send me an email at mark@thetequilahombre.com, I'll send the information and the contact stuff to get in touch with the guy and get your reservation in to reserve your spot on the boat. There's only 2 spots left. It's filled up pretty quick. So we still have like 2 or 3 spots left. I think it's 2 now. 2 spots left. So you can get in on it if you want. Just email me at mark@thetequilahombre.com or send me a DM message and I will get to the information where you can get in contact with our charter master and set up. It's the boat is called the Spirit of Adventure. So if you want to look it up, it's called the Spirit of Adventure Sport Fishing out of San Diego. World-class boat. I fished on there before. I did a 4-day trip before, and I caught 660 pounds of fish. I had a full freezer. I was giving fish out to my neighbors and friends and family members were coming by and taking bags of. I had so much fish to give away. but still had really nice bluefin and yellowfin ahi, ahi tuna fillets to do sushi and poke bowls and stuff with. So I still have a freezer full of fish from this year. I caught a bunch of bluefin, 80, 90 pound bluefin tuna, which is a heck of a fight. So it's going to be a lot of fun, a great trip. And if you're interested in joining, email mark@tequilahombre.com or send me a DM on Instagram and I'll get you the information so you can get your name in and reserve your spot on the trip. So what's the name of the boat? It's called Spirit of Adventure Sport Fishing. It's out of San Diego. So if people are traveling to fish there, you'd fly into San Diego. There's a hotel. There's hotels. There's a Marriott and stuff right there by the harbor. So you could literally just stay at the hotel there. If you want to bring your own gear, you can bring your own gear. If you want to rent gear at the harbor, they do rent gear at the marina, so you can rent gear from them. And then the boat, the crew and stuff on the boat, they'll rig your stuff up for you. They take care of doing all that stuff. They're on the boats doing this stuff every day, all day. So a lot of times when I go in there, I'll just have them tie knots and stuff for me and set my gear up for me. I do know how to tie some knots and stuff, but they'll take care of setting you up, telling you what to use, giving you the right stuff so you're productive and catch fish. That's what they want. And make sure to, and the charter master let you know, you got to bring money to tip these guys because they work really hard for us. So, but yeah, the name of the boat, Spirit of Adventure, Sport Fishing in San Diego. And the dates of the trip are August 12th to the 16th. So if you look, you'll see the trip is listed on their trip thing. Mike is the guy that's running it. So I'll give you his contact information and you guys can reserve your spot and get set up. And you can tell them too that you're coming for the hombre and they'll know. Okay. So it's going to be an epic trip. We're going to have a lot of fun. And that time of year, August 12th to the 16th is like a primo time of year where normally bluefins tearing it up, where they're getting 100+ pound bluefins. And then the yellowfin are starting to come in at the time in Dorado because the water's getting warmer at that time too. And yellowtail are normally in the water at that time as well. Pacific yellowtail are amazing eating fish too. So you definitely can, there'll definitely be lots of good fish for us to catch. It should be a great trip. I'm really looking forward to it. And we'll have a lot of fun. You'll get to know me personally. So you'll see, hey, that hombre, he's a really nice guy. All right, guys. So we're looking at 2 hours and 20 minutes. All right. We'll see you guys. I'm going to call it quits. I need to go get my dinner ready and check on my puppies and stuff. Next week, we have John Bollinger as our special guest. So make sure you put it on your calendar, 3 p.m. Pacific time, 6 Eastern for the live stream for next week. John Bollinger from Yayo Tequila will be here to answer your questions and talk to you guys about what they're doing. And I'll try to get the review for the Luna and Soul done before then. And just understand, I'm always here to help you guys. So you have a question, send me a DM on Instagram. You want to join the Discord? It's easy. Just tag me on any of the posts on Discord and ask a question. And I normally respond pretty quickly to those guys there. And then you support, by paying the $10 a month, you support what I do here too as well, which I appreciate. And then I'll get you some access to some really cool buys and stuff when I can. All right. So like I always say, life is too short to drink bad tequila. So keep following my reviews, go through, rewatch them again, take some of my suggestions, and you'll be in good shape. Salute. Bye guys. Have a great week. We'll see you in a week.